Ava, did you get the wedding invitation yet? Make sure you RSVP with a big fat yes, haha. Well, even if you ignore it, I plan on forcing you to come anyway, haha.
Hailey, give me a break. I already sent back my RSVP for the last invitation. Why are you pestering me and sending another one?
Because, Ava, I went to the trouble of inviting you, and you replied that you weren't coming.
So what? It's my choice. I don't want to go.
Huh, unacceptable. You're the bride's sister, you know.
Surely you haven't forgotten what you did to me 2 years ago, have you?
Oh, you mean how I stole your fiancé, Ethan?
Yes. Why on earth should I have to attend your wedding to that same Ethan?
You hold such a grudge. It was 2 years ago. Don't you think you could forgive me by now? Haha.
I could never forgive you. Ethan and I were about to get married. We had to cancel the wedding at the last minute. It was a nightmare dealing with the venue and all the guests we had to uninvite.
It couldn't be helped, haha. Ethan said he liked me better.
You seduced him, didn't you? I can't believe you'd go after your own sister's fiancé.
Well, Ethan is successful and handsome. He just got headhunted and moved to a top-tier company. He's too good for you.
You just targeted him because he was my fiancé, didn't you? You've always been like that. You always try to take whatever I have.
Oh, are you still not over Ethan?
I'm not hung up on him at all.
Or Ava, haha. Of course you're still hung up on him. A plain, chubby girl like you probably has a hard time finding a new guy, haha. A normal girl would have found a new love by now. And forgotten all about Ethan, haha.
Shut up.
I mean, Ethan is an elite working at a major corporation. It must have been frustrating to lose your ticket to a wealthy life. Plus, if a plain girl misses her chance to marry, she's likely to be single forever. No wonder you're obsessed with your ex-fiance acute, haha.
That's not it.
No way, haha. With that face, you'll never get married, ever, haha. On that note, I'm so lucky I was born beautiful. I've never failed to get a man I've targeted, haha.
Oh, really?
Hey, just so you know, even if you beg me to give Ethan back, I'm absolutely not giving him back, okay? Ethan is my husband now.
I don't want him. A cheater tainted by your touch is the last thing I want.
What?
Even if you gift-wrapped him and sent him to me, I'd return to sender, so don't worry and get married.
You're just saying that because you're bitter, haha. I'm definitely making you come to our wedding, haha.
I told you, I'm not going.
Nope, it's a must. I need you there.
Why?
A plain, chubby sister whose fiancé was stolen by her beautiful older sister. Staring resentfully at the bride and groom. Don't you think that's super hilarious? Haha.
That's sick. You're the only one who would enjoy something like that.
Well, maybe something good will happen for you if you come to the wedding.
What do you mean?
You're having trouble finding a date, right? A lot of Ethan's work colleagues will be at the wedding. You might find a nice guy, haha.
I'm not having trouble.
You don't have to pretend to be strong, haha. Well, most men probably wouldn't give you the time of day, but there might be some weirdo out there who likes plain, chubby girls, haha.
Yeah. But I'm definitely not going to the wedding.
What? I'm inviting you for your own good. I'll keep sending you invitations until you reply yes.
Do whatever you want. Talk to you later.
Haha. I just heard from the person at the reception desk. Apparently, you're at my wedding. Haha. Even though you declared. I'm definitely not going to the wedding. Ha 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 ha. What happened to that? Haha. Well, I prepared a seat for you just in case you came.
I really wasn't planning on coming, but I was invited by the groom's side, so I had to attend.
Huh. The groom side? Oh, I get it. Since you wouldn't say yes to my invitation, Ethan must have reached out to you. Wow, you come crawling over just because Ethan invited you. You really are hung up on him. Haha. You came because you wanted to see Ethan, didn't you?
I don't even want to see that guy's face. I only accepted the invitation because it was a work-related obligation.
Yeah, whatever excuses you need. Haha. Well, now all the actors are in place. Thanks for coming to the wedding, my plain, chubby sister. Haha. But still. Looking like that, you'll never get married. Haha. I'm going to show off our happy marriage right in front of your eyes. So be sure to show me your ugly, bitter, loser face. Okay, why haha. Hey Ava. What was that all about at the wedding?
Huh? Did I do something?
It was so embarrassing. A shameless plain girl is seriously gross.
So, what are you talking about?
I know I said a wedding could be a place to meet people, but you sat next to Mr. Smith the whole time and wouldn't leave his side. And you were all touchy-feely like a couple.
And what's wrong with that?
Mr. Smith is the president of Ethan's company.
I know.
What? You knew and you still went after him?
Well, I wouldn't say went after.
I get that you're desperate to get married, but aiming for a handsome, high-spec guy like him is way out of your league. Besides, Mr. Smith just got married last month. You're so desperate you're going after married men now? That's pathetic, Ava. Haha.
I'm not that shameless.
Maybe you approached Mr. Smith with a nothing-to-lose attitude, but there's no way he'd be interested in a plain girl like you. So stop your ugly manhunting. Haha. You're so desperate it's actually pitiful. Ha ha ha.
I wasn't hunting. And besides, I'm already married.
Eh?
Since I'm married, there's no need to hunt for a man, right?
Wait a minute. There's absolutely no way you're married. Haha. Aren't you embarrassed telling such an obvious lie? Ha ha ha.
It's not a lie.
If someone wanted to marry you, they'd either be crazy or a total weirdo. Ha ha.
If you don't believe me, why don't you ask Ethan?
Huh, Ethan?
Ethan invited Mr. Smith to the wedding today and asked him to bring his wife. But it was clear he didn't know who that wife was. Since things turned out this way, Mr. Smith thought it would be impossible to keep it a secret, so he talked to Ethan. He said, "My wife is your ex-fiancé and your bride's sister. Are you sure you still want her to attend?"
Wait a minute. Ava, you're Mr. Smith's wife?
That's right.
No way.
Huh, you didn't notice all day? I thought with the seating arrangement and the way people were talking, it would be obvious that I'm Mr. Smith's wife.
How could I have known? And Ethan didn't say a word to me that you were married to his boss.
Well, I hadn't shown my face to his business associates before. And we had our wedding overseas with only the groom's family invited.
What is this?
After you broke off my engagement 2 years ago, I considered my ties with you cut. And I haven't contacted our parents at all since they took your side. If it weren't for today's wedding, I had no intention of telling you. My husband knew that Ethan was my ex-fiancé. We considered not attending at all. But since Ethan himself invited us directly, it would look bad for a company president to refuse. So we decided to attend as a couple.
Hold on. Isn't it weird that you're married to the president of Ethan's company? Where did a plain girl like you meet a president?
After Ethan dumped me, I was in shock and couldn't focus on work. But, just as you said, with my looks, I might never get married. So I decided that if I was going to live alone, I needed to at least improve my work skills. So I started attending a lot of workshops. My husband was the instructor at one of those workshops. We hit it off at a networking event. When we first met, I never imagined he was the president of Ethan's new company.
No way. If he's a president, he could have chosen a more beautiful woman. Why would he choose a plain girl like you?
My husband told me he enjoys talking with me. I guess he looked past my appearance and saw what was inside.
I can't believe it.
And as for Ethan, he seemed to think the president's wife was just someone else with the same name as me. He seemed pretty shaken up. But since he had invited other executives with their wives, he probably couldn't back out. It seems he had no choice but to accept my attendance.
What is this? It's not fair.
Huh?
Mr. Smith is super famous in the industry. A high-spec, handsome guy who became president of a top company in his 30s. I thought he was devoted to his work and was going to stay single forever. Then I heard he recently got married. I was so jealous of the woman who married him. Why, of all people, did it have to be a plain girl like you?
Even if you say that to me.
What tricks did you use to snag the president?
I didn't snag him. He proposed to me.
That's not fair. It's not fair that you get to be happier than me.
You know, Hailey, you should calm down a bit. Today is your wedding day with Ethan. Shouldn't you refrain from making such misleading comments?
Shut up. Do you think I can stay quiet in this humiliating situation? This means I lost to you.
This isn't a competition.
That's it. I have to save Mr. Smith.
Huh?
It's a disgrace to society for a famous president's wife to be a plain fatty like you. I feel sorry for Mr. Smith. The president of a top company needs a beautiful woman by his side.
Hailey, are you thinking?
I've decided. I'm going to marry Mr. Smith.
What?
I'll go to Ethan's company tomorrow and try to seduce Mr. Smith.
You must be joking.
I'm serious. Haha.
What about Ethan?
Obviously, the engagement is off. I'll give that loser back to you. Haha.
That's horrible.
Hey, what's the deal? Mr. Smith rejected me.
I can't believe it. You actually went to his office.
With Ethan, it was so easy to win him over. I'm definitely the better woman.
A cheater like Ethan who falls for another woman's temptation while engaged is the rare one.
That can't be true. Any man I try to seduce is supposed to fall for me. Mr. Smith is a man, too. He can't possibly not be attracted to me. Maybe the president isn't interested in women.
You know, normal men don't fall that easily. The men you've dated so far were just special cases.
You interfered, didn't you?
Huh?
You bad-mouthed me to Mr. Smith. And that's why I got rejected. Ugly people have ugly hearts.
I didn't say anything bad about you. Besides, Hailey, you still don't get it?
Get what?
Who Mr. Smith really is.
Who? He's the president of Ethan's company.
Not that. Well, it's not surprising you've forgotten what happened in middle school. He wears contacts now instead of glasses and has changed a lot, and his last name is different.
Huh, middle school? Wait, are you saying Mr. Smith and I went to the same middle school?
Yes. His old last name was Brown.
Brown?
His full name was Liam Brown. His parents divorced, and he took his mother's name, Smith.
Brown. That nerdy 4 eyes.
I don't think you should call him that, but yes. For all 3 years of middle school, you bullied him relentlessly, calling him a nerd and a loner. That's him, Liam Brown.
No way? That loser became a president. Well, he did seem to be really good at studying.
I heard that you and your friends put him through a lot.
Did I do that? It was so long ago, I don't really remember.
The one who was bullied remembers. He knows your dark side all too well. You lost any chance of him liking you a long time ago. So it was a lost cause before you even tried to seduce him.
No.
Well, even without the middle school history. The fact that you do something as annoying as sending endless invitations would make anyone realize you're a crazy woman.
Fine, I get it. I'll give up this time. But don't think you've won. Next time, I'll marry someone so rich he'll make Mr. Smith look like nothing. The engagement with Ethan is off, but there are plenty more fish in the sea, haha. I'll marry a super celebrity that will make you stomp your feet in frustration.
Hailey, when are you going to face reality?
Reality.
You broke off your engagement right after the wedding. I think things are about to get tough for you.
What do you mean?
I'm amazed. Ethan is a huge idiot and a cheater, but you're even more of a lost cause.
Huh.
If you don't get it, then fine. Talk to you later.
Ava, what do I do?
What is it so late at night?
I got a call from Ethan. He wants me to pay for damages and the wedding costs. He says I have to pay him $70,000.
Wow.
Hey, what should I do? I don't have that kind of money. And why should I have to pay him anything?
You should expect to be billed. You broke off the engagement on your wedding day because you were chasing another man.
Then you should pay for it, Ava.
Why should I?
Because you married Mr. Smith even though you're plain. Mr. Smith is way higher spec than Ethan. It's only natural that I would want him.
You know. You were the same way 2 years ago when you stole Ethan from me. When I asked you for compensation, you said, it's your fault for being plain, so it's your fault he was stolen, and refused to pay. Of course, that ridiculous reason didn't hold up. Ethan ended up paying me your share of the compensation money.
Stop bringing up the past.
I'm just amazed that you didn't learn anything from your past mistakes.
Huh.
If you betray your spouse or fiancé, you should expect to be asked for compensation. That's common sense. It's time you realized that you're the strange one.
Common sense? How dare you talk down to me, you plain girl? Let me tell you, plain people don't have the right to talk about common sense. Because being plain is a sin in itself.
Can you say the same thing in front of a lawyer? If this goes to court, can you say the same thing in a courtroom?
Huh.
Regardless of whether someone is beautiful or plain, it's natural to apologize when you do something wrong. And if you do something that can't be resolved with just an apology, you resolve it with money. Ethan covered for you 2 years ago, but that won't happen this time. And mom and dad can't just come up with $70,000 right away.
That's why I'm telling you to pay it. You're a president's wife. You can easily come up with $70,000, right?
Do you still not get it? I'm the victim whose fiancé you stole 2 years ago. You should understand without me having to say it that I'm not on your side.
We're family. You could help me.
Don't play the family card with me now.
But I don't have a job. I spent all my money on spa treatments before the wedding. My savings are completely gone. I can't pay what I don't have. It's fine for me to rely on you since you have money.
Why are you being such a baby? You should just get a job.
Huh.
You always said, I'm beautiful and I'll marry rich, so I don't have to work. It's your own fault that you're over 30 with no real work experience. No matter how much you deny it, the reality is that no one will help you now.
I thought I was going to live a life of luxury as a housewife. I don't want to start working now.
But you have to pay $70,000. You have no choice but to earn it, even with a part-time job.
In that case, I'll aim for a rich husband again. I'll catch a rich guy and have him pay the $70,000.
I'm done. I'm not saying anything more.
Huh.
In any case, I have no intention of helping you. Talk to you later.
Hey Ava, wait.
After that, it seems my sister took out a loan to pay Ethan the compensation and wedding costs. From then on, she went to countless singles events in search of the ideal man who would pay off her debt. But I suppose that after turning 30, a person's inner self starts to show on their face. In the end, no one was interested in her. It seems she finally gave up on marrying rich. Now, she works part-time from morning till night to pay off her debt and living expenses. They say that due to exhaustion, her prized beauty has faded, and though she's in her 30s, she's often mistaken for being around 50. Meanwhile, Ethan also found it difficult to stay at the company after the whole ordeal and resigned on his own. Now he's living a quiet life as a temp worker. As for me, I'm living a peaceful life with my beloved husband. I wasn't blessed with good looks and had a hard time for a long time, but after meeting my husband, I realized that if you keep trying, you can eventually find happiness.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.